Now, if you're a fan of the show, you'll know that last year we had one of our best segments, and it was about the Yale Poopetrator. I'd like you to take a step back in time. We'll watch a little bit.
I don't like to think like a criminal, but right now I'm just brainstorming potential ways to get
I'm in the mind.
subject A into location B. For instance, you could plant it in someone's stuff. Like if you have a roommate, a friend, put it in there while you're hanging out in their room. They do the work for you. If you had to do this, Nick? What's plan A for you?
Well, I'd never imagine myself doing this, but if I were, I would really make sure that nobody would know. I would be so paranoid as to check and see if there was cameras anywhere to make sure that there was absolutely no way anybody would see me. And I think probably the best way would be to transport it. And I mean, you just go in, make sure nobody's in there, make sure nobody's in the halls or whatnot. Then you just find a fine dryer that's in use, open it up, do the dirty deed, and then leave.
And now we're back to talk about a new Poopetrator, a man from Akron, Ohio, that has allegedly pooped on 19 cars in his poop spree. To talk about it, we have Jake, Allie, and Keenan. So, initial thoughts, guys, like poop cars, Akron, Ohio.
Where to begin? I mean, I just don't know what inspired this occurrence. What happens in your day that you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna go shit on a car? I don't know what the thought process that occurs. And how old is he? Do you know?
He looked like pushing 40s, 50s.
So
He was
that's something seriously probably wrong that should be looked into. I don't know if it was somebody was saying an ecological, like something against the environment or something like that, but it's pretty freaking strange if you ask me.
I will say though that I think that the first Poopetrator was a little more like psychotic and determined to ruin people's day than the second Poopetrator, because you just take a hose, get rid of that poop on your car, but poop in your laundry, that's rough.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. I think if you gotta go, you gotta go. He might have been walking around. He doesn't want to poop on the street because you don't want people to step on it. So you're gonna poop on a car.
What would you do if you saw you walked out to your car to open it to find poop on the hood of the car?
Get the hose out.
And you just go on with your day?
No, I'd be a little upset, but I mean, if I really had to go and the only good spot was this car, a black car too. I don't know what color cars. Was it just any?
Why does the color of the car matter?
Because it could blend in.
I will tell you, he might have had some sort of motive because he was caught on camera. I don't know if he's been identified. Oh, so far he's just the car shitter. And yeah, the Poopetrator. We're on to you. And I guess he got his picture taken, like trousers down, like bent over. And it was the 6th time that guy pooped on his daughter's car.
It was his daughter's car?
Well, amongst others. There was 19 cars total.
Oh, this guy was pooping on his own daughter's?
No.
Okay. The guy who took the picture's daughter.
Yes.
That's what I was
Yeah.
Well, if the
That'd be a weird parenting.
I mean, if this guy's 40 or 50, it could just be a midlife crisis. Maybe he didn't live it up enough in his teens and 20s.
Yeah, but that could be it.
He doesn't quite understand graffiti.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he doing anything with it, or is it just a little mound?
I don't know.
Yeah, what are we talking about? What is he producing?
I would just say, if I were a Poopetrator, I wouldn't just be leaving my poop around. I'd be like
making shit with it.
Write your name.
Yeah.
Like, slowly write each letter.
Write your name. Write your name.
No, I'd write like.
They're gonna be like, Allie pooped here. No, they're gonna know exactly who did it.
Well,
David was here.
They can take a stool sample.
By the stench.
Wash me.
Devious.
I mean, just someone going out of the way to do, to poop on someone's hood. I mentioned before about the tickler.
Yep.
There's some guy around either BU or BC who would just, in the middle of the night, just tickle people's feet and then run away. It's not.
How did he get into their rooms?
I don't know.
He's a tickler. You don't ask.
Yeah.
That's
what is this?
He's in every room and no room at the same time.
Was he arrested for it?
Yeah, they eventually got him.
What was the?
I'm not sure what the
What was the
account was, but I
charge?
never heard of it. So I mean,
Aggressive
essentially that's the
tickling?
same thing. Pooping on a
Tickling
car,
without consent.
tickling other people's feet. I don't know. It's weird. Some weird people out there.
My sister had a friend who woke up. She was living in New Orleans, and she woke up in the middle of the night to a homeless man sitting on the end of her bed, masturbating and looking at her.
Really? What kind of hotel was
Took a
this?
dark
Like,
turn.
What?
what kind of hotel was this? Like,
No, it was like her house.
her house?
Yeah.
I thought you said she was visiting.
It's like
Was the guy
apparently
holding
what
eye
she-
contact with her?
I don't know.
Well, because that makes a difference. Maybe
Release some
this-
details.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
that's-
this one needed
wow.
to be in a quiet
secret.
area. If you-
Yeah.
Why
It's
are
like
you
almost
why are you
like-
rationalizing these weird things?
What is
Nobody needs to shit on
what is-
cars, Jake.
Jake, why does the tickler tickle people in the middle of the night? What's
Because he
that?
needs to.
He. I don't know.
His
that
fingers
one's
don't-
weird. That one's weird. The guy pooping in the laundry, that's also strange. But I mean, you can't just judge a book by its cover.
But I would say, not saying that I would ever consider doing this, but I will say that if you were the one who was pooping in people's laundry and ever you heard people talking like, what the hell, I found shit in my laundry, and everyone's talking about it, and you were sitting there like, ha, that was me.
That's probably how the guy in the car
That'd
feels.
be
Maybe he
really
wants to
funny.
be the car pooper.
He's not laughing now. His ass is all over the news.
Literally. His butt.
I mean, and it's at least he's not, at least he's keeping himself clean and not touching it. In the 8th grade, I walked in the bathroom one time. Someone put a big S of just poop on the wall. You gotta wonder, like, how did they do that?
Now, what age was this?
8th grade. Well, I was in the 8th grade. It could have been anywhere from 6th to 8th.
Okay.
But it was just a.
So regardless, they weren't 40-year-old men.
That's why I'm saying it could be a midlife
Was
crisis.
it a teacher?
It
Was
could
this in
have
Akron, Ohio?
It could have been.
Is this guy a professor? Teacher,
he
maybe?
might have been. I'm not. I mean, he hasn't been identified. He could be my own dad. If I'm not really sure what he's up to. I'm here in college.
And your dad's flying to Akron, Ohio, and pooping.
Maybe. They haven't identified him
Midlife
yet.
crisis. You
Yeah.
never know.
He's around that age, so I wouldn't. It's not out of the question.
Well, I mean, you heard it here. The investigation of the Poopetrator has been found. I guess Mr. Liberty and his father have been traveling from Yale to Akron, just pooping on things. So we found him. We found him, guys.